As a freelancer, you will come across a lot of clients that you want to avoid. These clients will just cause you problems in the long run. When a potential client contacts you, either via one of the freelance websites, via email, or via LinkedIn, or whatever way they have contacted you, there are certain phrases that you must watch out for. Some people may disagree with the list that I've given, but I'm giving my own personal experience here. Firstly, and this is a contentious one that I'm sure a lot of people will disagree with, let's have a phone call. This means that the client is still undecided, and typically they will speak to a few freelancers on the phone. This means that you may speak to them for a long time and not pick up the work. I've also known a lot of potential clients to spend ages speaking on the phone to you when it becomes apparent they've only done so to learn information rather than to hire you. When you look at the job weeks later, it turns out that no one was hired. This kind of client are the ones that want regular updates, regular calls, and send the most email questions. I now avoid any client that wants a call because I simply don't have the time to waste, and I certainly don't want to be taking on extremely demanding clients. For some people, especially new freelancers, taking a call isn't such a bad thing. But once you get busy, time is the most important thing you have as a freelancer. So once you grow your business, you don't have time to waste, and avoiding clients who want to have phone calls is a great way of freeing up time. The next phrase you want to look out for is, "This is an easy job and should only take." I see this appear a lot. This means that the client doesn't value your time and is looking for the cheap option. Typically, this will end up to be a poor quality and poor paying job. The next one is, "You should achieve these results." Whilst in some industries you can achieve certain results, for example, a web designer can make a website look like another. In other industries, you can't guarantee results. In my industry, for example, pay-per-click, you cannot guarantee anything. I'd rather not take on a client that I may not be able to satisfy, fail, and get bad feedback. The next one is, "I will pay you a percentage of my sales." Most freelance sites don't allow this kind of job post, but they still appear quite regularly on them anyway. This kind of client doesn't have any budget to pay you, and you may end up working for nothing. You must avoid these. The next one, and this is one that really annoys me. "Hi, other freelancer's name. I would like you to." If a job is clearly not addressed to you, then you shouldn't bid for it. Good freelancing etiquette would mean you would do this anyway. But you wouldn't believe the amount of jobs I get offered where it hasn't been created privately, and as such, others bid on the job. Only last week, I had someone on the website Elance message me or create a proposal and say, "Hi Daniel, I found your profile. I'd like to work with you on X, Y, and Z." I was the only person that was invited on this job, and it had my name in it. But still, 16 other freelancers bid on this job. If a job isn't addressed to you, then the client obviously wants someone else to do the work for them. So essentially, you're just wasting your time by bidding on such a job. I've never ever lost a job that's been addressed to me. Why waste your time and annoy the other freelancer by bidding on it anyway? The last one is on a similar theme. Freelancers from whatever country only. For example, England. If you're based outside of England, then don't bid. Again, you've just wasted your time here. The client knows where he wants the freelancer to be based. So if you bid on a job and you're not from that country, you won't get hired. I regularly see jobs from clients based in the USA or Australia or the UK, and they will say a UK freelancer only or an Australian freelancer only. But still, you'll find freelancers from America, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, etc. bidding on these jobs. Don't waste your time. But it's not only phrases you have to look out for. If you are on a freelance website, then look at the previous feedback that a client has left and the feedback that freelancers have left about them. Obviously, if previous freelancers that have worked with that client make negative comments, then it's obvious you do not want to work with this client. Similarly, if this client regularly leaves negative feedback about freelancers, it's very likely that no matter how good the job you provide is, they will leave bad feedback for you too. I therefore always avoid a client that regularly leaves negative feedback. The second you get negative feedback, it becomes extremely hard to win your next job. And in the future, whoever looks at your profile will come across that negative feedback and have doubts about you. Therefore, always avoid clients that leave bad feedback. You also want to look at the ratio of projects posted to the amount of jobs that client has awarded. I regularly see potential clients post a job that I'm qualified for and would normally bid on, and then when I check their feedback, I see that they have previously posted 10 or 15 jobs, but they have never ever awarded one. These clients are therefore time wasters. The chances are you won't win the job. So essentially, you are just wasting your time by bidding. So avoid these clients.